Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's WORLDOFZACH here, and this is kind of a different video. Obviously, as you can probably tell from the title, whatever I'm going to title this video, it's a little bit different. So really quick, I just want to say that the views and opinions expressed in this video are those of me, myself, and I, not of anybody else, no attachments or anything like that. And as well, my views and opinions don't necessarily reflect the official policy or position of any agency of the U.S. government or any federal military or anything like that at all. This is all just me talking to you guys, sharing my story. And that's it. There's not room for any, I don't have time for, I'm not trying to get into any politics or anything like that. It's not the type of video. It's not that at all. If that's what you're looking for, you can go ahead and click off this video. This is pretty much just me, Zach, telling my story. So to start off this video, I'm just going to go ahead and say that I'm 21 years old, black, gay male from the South, and I'm also in the military, which is alone like a whole just shish kebab of just stress and controversy and a mess and just everything, just all day already. So I get a lot of questions from people like over social media, in person, people who see me out of makeup sometimes, and they ask what I do, and I tell them that I'm in the military, whatever, which I'm a makeup artist. Most people don't know that. Like, I do makeup on myself and creations and transformations and stuff like that. Like, I love the creative aspect of it as like just a male being able to transform, not necessarily into a woman, whatever, but just do these creative looks and use makeup as an expression of creativity and art, which is just something I love, which is something that's not really common in my career field or just in the military in general or just in life, honestly, having a male do that. Nowadays we're kind of getting more comfortable with it, but pretty much lately, my point is, lately I've been getting like a lot of questions from people through social media and in person and whatnot who see me out, and they just want to know, like, how is it being a black young gay male growing up and also like being in the military, serving in the military. So I just want to come tell you guys like my story. There's no way, I'm not trying to shame anything, shame anybody, or be negative or just praise anything. This is literally just my story. You can take it how you want to. So to be honest, for me, joining the military was one of my most proud moments that I've ever done. And it was when I first joined the military, was when I was first able to accept who I was and feel comfortable enough to come out and like actually confess to people that I liked men and I was gay and everything like that. And it was around I've never, growing up I've never really had like a group of guy friends, and being forced to be around a bunch of guys throughout like my first start of my military career, it was different and it was strange, and it was also comforting because I just never really had that, and I was like finally accepted by guys. But at the time they didn't really know I was gay, and so when I told them, nothing changed. They still loved me the same, and it made me feel like I was okay and was going to be okay, and that the future wasn't going to be full of tears and just hatred and stuff from the world for me, which is something I will forever appreciate, and appreciate those guys who did that for me, because they don't even know that they helped me a lot with just feeling that it's okay to be who I am, and that I'm more than just who I choose to love and who I choose to lay with at night, because those guys accepted me and they loved me no different, and they had my back through thick and thin. Then I moved on throughout my career to different places and everything like that, and moving around different people, and of course here and there I experienced some people who just which is something I expected just in life in general, not just with being in the military, just in general with life. People who didn't know how to take me upon meeting me, because naturally I don't have the deepest voice, so I don't have just the most masculine mannerisms and stuff like that. I'm a little more on the feminine side or whatever sometimes, so that can be taken however way. So when people meet me, they naturally assume that I'm gay or whatever and just take it from there. And with guys, sometimes they don't know how to take that, and they take it in most guys' mind, which is something that's not necessarily their fault, but it's just a stigma that most gay guys want to get with you, get with every guy that they see and hit on you, and want to hook up with you, which is something that I've had to work past and try to get guys to understand that just because I'm gay and I choose to love a man or lay with a male doesn't mean that I want you and every other guy that I see. It doesn't work like that. It just doesn't work like that. I'm sorry, what I'm saying. It just doesn't work like that.
I'm sorry to tell you that I don't want you. I know this must hurt, but I don't want you. Like, sir, I don't. Like, sir, I don't want you.
Just want you to know that. But no, really though, like that's pretty much what it is, and it's kind of like always a constant battle to get guys to understand that. And it's not just in the military; it's just life in general. Like when straight guys see me out in public, which is sometimes they turn away because they think that you want them, and it's just like something just has to stop and go away. Which who knows when that's gonna happen? It's just kind of like people have to be more comfortable with their sexuality and just be more knowledgeable and realize that that's just not the way things work. So there was a certain point in my career early on where I was put in a leadership position, and I had to be in charge of people and take charge and lead the way. And there was other people around who just didn't think that I was able to, and when they heard that I was put in that position, they instantly like just started laughing or doubting me. And that was something that kind of like it, I don't want to say it hurt my feelings, but it just kind of like fueled the fire. Like it just kind of like ignited the fire in me to like prove them wrong and prove myself right that I could do it, which I did. So, but like really though, it just kind of like it sucks because that's the way it is, but and it's continued to be like that. Like I'll never forget the feeling I had when I overheard people like laughing about me being in a leadership position and stuff like that, or like is that really good to do that or whatever, you know? Because it's just like, what have I shown you to make you think that I can't take charge and be in a leadership position? Like with my job, I'm expected to enforce things and be aggressive and assertive and be a tough guy and a man. Generally, being gay doesn't mean that you can be tough, a tough guy, super aggressive, like all testosterone and just super strong and aggressive and everything like that, and you can take charge and stuff like that, which is what I needed to do for my career. And so with me being gay and me being on the more flamboyant feminine side, people just naturally expected me to fail or not perform as well as most of the tough guys and the smart guys and the guys who could just be super macho, throw weights around in the gym, whatever, and just be super tough and just super straight. So it's just like it was one of the toughest things having to like hear people doubt me and just like see the doubt in people's eyes of me. And it's like it's just not something that like you can just easily just, I don't know, just let go or get past. It's something that like I still hold on to this day, and it kind of keeps me going, like to always push to be better, to do better, to prove that just because I choose to lay with this person at night or love this person doesn't mean that I'm not capable or doing the same things as somebody else who is straight or whatever, or like I can't do better than them just because of that. Like that doesn't matter. In my opinion, it doesn't matter because it doesn't, I don't know how to, it just doesn't matter. Like those things don't matter to me. Some questions that people ask me, like, have you ever been like gay bashed or like had gay jokes made at you? Yeah, I've had gay jokes made about me or anything like stuff like that. But my personality, most people don't really say stuff like that to my face. I've had jokes made about me, like as far as like, oh, like before I even started wearing makeup, jokes about like, oh, is that the dude who wears makeup? And it's just like, why does he have to wear makeup? Because he's feminine and he's gay. Like that's not cool. Which stuff like that doesn't bother me, especially at the time when I didn't even know what makeup really was. But it's just like, why does that matter? Why do people still like correlate gay and makeup and feminism, like being feminine? Like that doesn't make sense to me. Like why does that have to be the same thing? Like, you know, just because you're straight and you have sex with women, I have to just say that you love football? What if you don't like sports? What if you're the type of guy who likes to read? Why can't I just be a gay guy who likes sports as well, but I'm also more on the feminine side? You know, like it's because I do makeup, most people expect me to be in heels and a blouse on a dress or something like that all the time, but knowing me, you know, I'm not like, that's not me. Look at me right now. I just got back from throwing weights in the gym. But I'm gay, I'm feminine, more feminine, and I wear makeup sometimes. So what's to say about that? There's no standard. Like, there's no, like, nobody fits in any box. So it's just one of the most frustrating things, being put in a box. And which is something I've had to, like, deal with for years now, pretty much ever since coming out. Not just with the military, just in life in general, but of course with work and stuff. And like when people meet me, like new people come into a workplace and they meet me and it's like, oh, this is the gay guy. And just like, no, I'm Zach. Nice to meet you. I'm me. I'm your coworker. We're working together. Yes, I happen to be gay, but I'm not the gay guy. Like, it's not hi, nice to meet you, I'm the gay guy. Because I'm gonna say hi, nice to meet you, you're the straight guy. hi, nice to meet you, you're such and such. Hi, nice to meet you, you're this and that. Like, no, like, I'm Zach. I'm not the gay guy. I know I talked a lot about masculinity, femininity, and like being a male, being a gay male in the military and working like in a tough career field, but also like I want to take a second to shine a little bit of light on like the females that I know who are part of the LGBT community who get stuff as well. And I know for a fact a few females who have gone through things where it's like they go into a workplace where they're surrounded mostly by males and they have to deal with most of the guys either thinking they're trying to be another guy just like them and kind of like trying to treat them that way, which is like, then you can't fault somebody for it because some people don't know how to take people or how to approach certain things, so they take it that way. They think that like when a girl says she's a lesbian sometimes or whatever, it comes off a certain way, she's trying to be a guy. She wants to be one of you. And like it's the same thing with women. They see me and they realize I'm gay. They're like, oh girl, this and that. Like, I mean, it's one of those things where it's like if you take it, you take it. If you don't, you don't. So now I'm just kind of like, what the hell? I don't really care. You say whatever you want. And unless it's a workplace, I'm like, obviously I'm a male. Respect that. Sis, respect it, please. Thank you. Appreciate it. But like I know some females who get that and it's just like they don't like that. It's not something that's really appreciated, like in just any workplace, not just the military. I want to say that I've had the most amazing support system from everybody that I've worked with and all the places that I've been. Like I've had a great support system. If I had any issues going on, if I've had any issues where I felt that I was being unappreciated or, well, not really unappreciated, but just like segregated, disrespected, or like separated because of my sexual preference or anything like that, or any other issue, I know that I've like had people on my side to help me out, to back me up, or to either fix things or just like put things back in order and support me. Like I've always had that, and like I can appreciate that and say thank you for that. That's something that I've been grateful enough and blessed enough to have on my end. I can't speak for everybody else. That's just me and what I've experienced, which I'm so grateful for. Like I get a lot of comments from people saying that like, you know, you're so bold and so open and you don't really care who knows that you're gay and it's blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, why should I? Like, why should I care that people know that I'm gay? Why should I have to hide it? But it's so easy for me because I'm comfortable with who I am. I know what I can and can't take. And I know, like, it's okay for me to take these steps to be as confident as I am and to go into the workplace and do my job because I know that who I choose to love does not affect my work ethic. It doesn't affect my priorities. It doesn't affect me executing any mission. It doesn't come into effect with any of that. Just as it should be the same thing with anybody else. I can honestly say from the bottom of my heart that I'm proud to be a part of this community and surrounded by people who are so loving and so open and so confident and so free with their heart and their just truth. And I mean that in a way of like, they love who they love, but at the same time they keep the person who they are inside true to them, meaning they don't let that make them as the person. I've met such strong women while serving who are able to be so uplifting, so courageous, and so brave in a world that doesn't expect them to be. And I know that they don't get the best treatment all the time. I know that they go places and they get stared at. They get called one of the guys all the time when that's not their intention. They get made fun of because they're super feminine girl when people think that they should be more on the masculine side because they like to sleep with women. Like, but they're so courageous, they're so smart, they're so brave, and it's just like I admire that. Like I don't know if it's coming out like I want it to. It's just like I don't want to say any names, but there's just certain women out there like I just have so much respect for, so much love for because of their bravery. And the men and women who served before when things weren't okay, when it wasn't okay to be gay in the middle, like, and when it wasn't okay to be gay and open, when it wasn't okay to just love who you wanted to love and do the job that you wanted to do because it was a passion you wanted to serve for your country. Like, I have so much respect for those people who were out there doing it and now can like live and be happy and love who they want to love and like let the world know who they're loving, and at the same time get respected for doing their job and executing their job and doing a kick-ass job at it, because that's what it's about. That's what most people miss. As long as you're doing your job and you're kicking ass, none of that stuff matters. It shouldn't matter even if you're doing a shit job, because that depends on the person, not who you lay with at night. Because I see plenty of posts, people like, oh, I don't care what your sexual preference is as long as you do your job. Okay, what about people who have the same sexual preference as you and they do a shit job? They're okay?
I'm curious. Like, are they okay?
Because to me, it's just, it doesn't matter at all. as long as the person is a good person and has good qualities. Because I mean, there are people I've met like who are in the LGBT community who are lazy as hell and don't do well. Like not necessarily like in the military. I mean, just in general. I don't even know if this is making sense, but it makes sense in my head, so I'm saying it. But you know what I'm saying? Like it just, like I just get annoyed by some posts like that. I mean, I get where they're coming from, but at the same time, though, it's just like, does it really matter? It's about the work ethic of the person, not the sexual preference. Something that my mom, there was a thing my mom always used to say, and it was, or she still says, but know your job and get your education, because one thing that people will never be able to take from you is your education. And I apply that to life. As long as I know my job and know what I'm supposed to do and what's expected of me, and I execute that, there's nothing that anybody can do or ever take away from that and take away from me. And that's the same, like that's what I just to try to apply to like life and being serving as a gay male in the military. I'm not saying that I'm expected to fail, but read between the lines. And like I said, I just kind of try to make sure that I'm always on my stuff so that there isn't any type of confusion or anything to fall back on. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like what, it's just so hard to say. Like it's just so hard to try to put into words, but hopefully y'all get what I'm saying. Before I go off, I just want to go ahead and say thank you to everybody who has been so supportive of my journey throughout the military and just me being me and accepting me as a person and everything that comes along with me, my extraness, my crazy outfits, the makeup and everything like that. And I've been so blessed to have met so many different types of people who have been so just loving and so supportive and like welcome me in with open arms, and like the people who I would never have expected to make friends have like taken me in and loved me and showed me so much love. And people always ask me like where I get my confidence from and like what makes it okay for me and keeps me going. And it's like you guys, the people who watch these videos, the people who support me, who aren't able to watch these videos because they're off like doing things that I could never imagine I would be able to do. The people who I look up to, just I don't know, just it's insane the support system that I've had. I'm just so blessed. Because I know that it's not something that is common. Thank you to everybody for that. Like, you have no clue. It just makes the process and just day by day, just living as a gay male serving our country that much easier and that much more worthwhile, because I know people who they don't get that type of support or they don't know that that type of support exists, but I'm telling you that it does exist. There are people out there, there are people serving in our country who don't have a small mind, people who will love you, people who do love you, and people who are supportive, and people who like I don't know how to like word it, just know that it's okay. This is for anybody in the LGBT community, LGBTQ and everything like that, who just don't feel comfort, who don't feel safe, who don't feel solidified, who don't feel worthy, who don't feel like it's okay to be them. Like, I want to let you guys know that it's okay to be you, and you can be the best you that you can be, and you should always try to be the best you that you can be, and know that there are people out there who support you, who will support you as much as it may not seem like it. And you may think that those tough guys who seem like they're just the toughest straight guys in the world, who would probably may want to kick your butt or something like that. Like, it's not always like that. It's not, because you shouldn't judge those guys just like you wouldn't want them judging you, which is something I've learned along the way as well. I can't judge everybody as well, because I'm guilty of it too. I'll see a group of guys and like see them being all tough and stuff and think that they automatically wouldn't like me or accept me. But those are some people who I've made the best connections with and kept the strongest friendships with over the years, along with the people like I mentioned from the beginning who loved me and accepted me from Jump Street. Like, gosh, I'm so upset that I got emotional in this video. That was not the plan. I'm salty about that. And I don't even know if I'm going to put that in there. We'll see. Because that was a little bit much. It was a little bit dramatic. But it's so annoying. Gosh, I'm so annoyed with myself for that. I know that I'm not the only person in the military who's going through things being a part of the LGBT community. I know that I'm the only person who has such, I guess, a positive experience with it. I know there's people who go through different ups and downs and more negatives and such, but this is just my story, not attached to anybody, no different names, pretty much just me and my experiences, my emotions, and my outlooks on things and whatnot. Hope you guys enjoyed this video and like get the message that I was trying to send with this, and hopefully I answered any questions that anybody has ever had for me or any other person that, you know, I don't know, like in my situation, I guess. But that's about it. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like I said before, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and give this video a big thumbs up. Like this video, it helps me a lot. Leave a comment below if you have any questions. I'll try to answer you guys if I get any questions. I'm not sure. Hit me up on my social medias if you have any other questions as well. Like I said before, this video does not reflect anybody but myself and my opinions. It's nobody else's opinions or anything like that, and this has no affiliation to any official U.S. party or federal government or military, anything like that. This is just me talking to you guys, sharing my heart and my experiences. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. So yeah, I'll see you guys in my next upload.